Let's talk about resource activity. Resource activity can be found under the inquiry menu and selecting right here, resource activity. So resource activity allows you to run for one resource at a time, and it lets you see the invoicing activity. In the invoicing activity we're talking about are the invoices that are tied to the jobs that they actually took and they're tied to for the witness. So the ones that were billed for. And you may come to instances where the reporter is, wondering if they were paid correctly for an invoice or if they were paid altogether. And you need to actually check on the data. That's what this particular function will do for you. First up is you always want to choose a resource. You do run this one at a time because you're only going to be searching one account at a time. So let's click Lookup Resource, and I will select my resource here. And you'll have a couple of options here. Next pay, payable, or all. So if I really want to look up any invoice history, my account status should be all because I'm not really filtering between whether it's a payable or next pay or not. So I could come in here and say, you know what? She's questioning an invoice that was done in October at some point. So I could pull up all my invoices for October, click search, and I'll see all the invoices. So I can get the information here. I can see every invoice, see the invoice amount, see whether the invoice has been paid or not. And if terms matter on when the reporter gets paid, then I can see the original checkbox. So that tells me that I can designate between an original invoice and a copy invoice. I can see the pay amount and whether the resource was paid or not according to RB's payroll. Okay, so if this is blank, that means they have not been paid for that invoice yet. If you do click on an invoice, you will get the invoice inquiry details. So invoice, bill to, sold to information here. Down here you'll get the actual order information, and this is what was billed on the invoice. And then further down you get the resource pay. So this is how you could actually check to make sure that the resource was paid for all the service items that are set correctly. That's how you can do your lookup. If you wanted to look at next pay, you could still do so. This is a nice tool because if reporters are calling you and saying, hey, I want to know what it looks like I'm going to be making on my next payroll. Well, then as long as you have the next pay date set up in the pay dates function, you can come here after you select your resource, select next pay, and once you click search, these are the invoices that will be set for the next payroll according to the criteria you set. Now payable, on the other hand, this is going to be any outstanding invoice that's owed to the reporter still. So those are all have not been paid to the resource. So you have a couple things there. Look up invoice history to make sure everything looks right, especially if the resource is questioning something. Look at next pay to forecast what's coming in the next payroll. And then you look at payable, which is the same as the total payable report, and you can see everything that's owed to the resource.